Hey everyone, today we're tackling some of the details for Lucy's Natasha cosplay. The clips on her back and front, the buttons on her sleeve and hairpiece, and last but not least, the emblems on her shoulder. Just using regular EVA foam sheets can be tricky for some of these intricate parts, so we'll be exploring an alternative technique to make these. Now let's find out what it is. To help you get started, I created a template, which you can find in the description of this video. First up, we'll be making the clips on the back. I cut the template up into two parts as you can see. The base is made from two layers of 10mm EVA foam glued together. You can Dremel them into shape after gluing like I did, or Dremel the pieces individually before gluing them together. The last option might be a bit easier. The wings, or whatever you prefer to call them, are also made from 10mm EVA foam. Start with a rectangle and cut out a wave-like shape. Use your Dremel to smooth the edges and make the tips pointed. Glue the wings onto the base piece and make a small adjustment to the front so it becomes straight instead of rounded. I also adjusted the wings a little bit so they flow inwards instead of being straight. The other clips can be made in a similar way, but for the smaller clips I used only one layer of 10mm EVA foam. Since the parts of the smaller clips will be hidden beneath the dress, just making the base shape is enough. Feel free to add the full details if you want it to be more accurate. Now let's move on to the emblems. These are a bit more challenging because of the tiny details. We will start with the base made from 10mm EVA foam. Cut out the template and round off the edges with a Dremel. To create a slightly rounded top, add another layer of 5mm EVA foam. Instead of Dremeling this round, I used a scrap foam layer underneath to bend the foam naturally. The top of the emblem is made from a 15mm foam dowel cut to size and Dremeled into a slight slope with rounded edges. Make a hole into it and glue it onto the base. Optionally, you can also add a cut into the back where we will glue a cord in later. Now for the trickiest part, adding the tiny details. Here we'll be using foam clay, which up until now I've only used as a filler material, like how I use quick seal. Start by making the foam piece you'll be working on wet and apply the foam clay while it's still wet. It's the best to create each tiny detail separately before assembling them onto the base. Once you're happy with the shape, let it dry completely to allow the foam clay to bond with the foam of the base. Let's move on to the buttons. These are really tiny. As a base, we're going to use a normal button. The details on it are hard to see. In game they are actually kinda blurry. But it should be the same icon as we made on the emblems. For this we are going to use polymer clay, because the details are just too small to make out of foam. Polymer clay is harder, so you can sculpt it much easier. When you finish it, just put it in the oven for 20 minutes and it's ready to be painted. I spray painted the buttons, but the foam pieces need some extra attention. First heat seal the pieces if you haven't already. Prime them with any primer you prefer. Here we're using Mod Podge because flexibility isn't required. Apply a few coats of silver paint with the option to add some darker details using thinned down black paint. To finish the emblems you can put a cord through the holes and hot glue them in place. Lucy made this cord out of some leftover fabric. Now to attach everything to the dress we'll be using Velcro. Since Lucy already sewed the Velcro onto her dress, we'll just need to glue the corresponding pieces onto the foam. Then we slam them onto the dress and we're done. That's all for today. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more cosplay related content. I'm very excited to start working on Natasha's gun, so get ready for an epic cosplay build. See you in the next one.